The History's Strongest Disciple, Chapter 574. After, while people complain about the ass pull about Sensu and Saiga, I don't complain. What I complain about is I still don't really understand. I thought I had everything understood, but this flashback here actually proved no, it's not like that. Okay, enough about that. Here's what I mean. We now honestly switches to the fight between Kenichi and Kajima, who they are still even though Kajima has the upper hand, and he begins to unleash his ki in a special way that Mew describes as something that Hari Houdini did, and what killed him. Well, technically, may not be exactly what he's doing, but we see the reason on why he has the eye patch. I thought his master gave that to him in order to make him learn of his mistakes, but it was only half the truth. And this technique is called Shingui Daichi. The thing is, here is what I meant when I did not understand. We see a flashback of Kajima when he trained with his masters. Yeah, I thought that Sensu impersonated both Saiga and then himself. But turns out that's not the case. No, Saiga and Sensu did train him. Okay. How is that possible? I mean, what I'm trying to say here is, if Saiga really did train Kajima, then why did he suddenly become Okamoto and turn against Sensu? Did he turn against Sensu because he finally found out the secret behind his wife's death, or has Sensu or Saiga each played themselves in order to catch people off guard or whatever? Or is it something like Sensu's played Saiga and Saiga sometimes playing himself? Too many questions that I am unnecessarily asking because I do not understand. But what is clear though is that Saiga is a passionate man, because he was worried about their disciple while Sensu was not. And that technique Kajima did destroy his opponent, but it made him lose his eye. And it's a technique so dangerous that even if Kenji managed to block it with a grace, it will cut off his vitals because the ki is exploding. So Kenichi tried to use his strongest techniques like Muboshi and Koki, but all of them fail. And as Mew and Shigure and even Nijima, who's a little bit distraught by the fact that Kajima is so insane with his martial arts passion, worries about Kenichi. He remembers his master's advice, as Kajima says that Kenichi's technique will live forever on in him. That's just the same thing as Ogata says. He charged against Kenichi, but this time Kenichi uses a different Ryuseiken and blocks him. Something like a mirror directing, almost like a throw, similar to the breathing throw that Akisame did. Hope is not yet lost. As I said before, my only complaint was the fact that I still don't understand the Sensu and Saiga situation. I thought I did, but now it's just getting more and more confusing for me. I know, sooner or later we will get the answers. I mean, I thought Sensu and Saiga perhaps grew up together and Saiga murdered Shisusa and Saiga swore vengeance ever since then and has been on the run ever since then. But now it's almost suggesting that's not the case. The case is almost like Sensu killed Shisusa, and then Saiga vanished for existence and did indeed take on a disciple together with Sensu. And yet why? Why has he turned on him? Too many questions. But I'm not one to turn against this manga, so I will try to leave it at that. Other than that, pretty awesome fight. The Haruodini thing I did not get, but then again, it's still awesome. And it's good that Kajima and Kenichi are complimenting themselves. Give me your thoughts if you have any, and I'll see you all in another.